are even warmer when you get closer to Cuba and the U.S. So that's just fuel for the system to continue to be a monster strength. Again, major category 4, maybe 5.
All right, Tom Sater, appreciate it. We'll be right back. Look at the eye of that thing. It is huge and it's barreling. It's in the Caribbean right now, bracing for potentially catastrophic category 5 hurricane. May ultimately threaten Florida. What do you know?
We've only been 3 category 5s, Don, to ever make landfall in the U.S., so we know the damage. Remember the pictures from Rockport, Texas, when Harvey was a category 4 storm. The maximum winds at landfall that devastated that area that we continue to keep in our thoughts and prayers was 130 miles per hour, and we're at 185. That is... And this is going to make landfall. This is going to really devastate thousands and thousands of homes and businesses, and millions as it continues along the chain here. We've got the warnings in effect for the Northern Islands, the Lesser Antilles, British U.S. Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, and now added the northern coast of Dominican Republic. This storm system is going to most likely stay over water, so it's got a fuel source. We don't have any winds to shear it and break it down, and it continues to make its movement toward the Bahamas, mainly to the south of there, but they could see a storm surge down at 20-25 feet, even in the Turks and Caicos, and then we'll be watching the U.S. southeast coastline. This is Jose. Now, Jose is a tropical storm, most likely will be a hurricane soon. Do not worry about this one. We believe it will be pulled to the north into the open waters. Thank goodness. But the National Hurricane Center's track continues to keep this as a category 4 or 5. That's called a catastrophic hurricane. Now, I believe that we'll probably see some variations in the next couple of days where it has to go through some reorganization, may drop to a category 3, then back to a 4, may go down maybe to a 2 if it interacts with some land, and then back up to 4, maybe 5. When you look at the computer models, Don, it will take a turn to the north, but not until Saturday afternoon. Until that happens, we will not have a good idea exactly where landfall will be. We're hoping it stays a little bit off to the east. Could we have a small window where it slides away from the U.S.? Yes, but that window is shutting quickly and probably will tonight or tomorrow morning, but possibly even into the Gulf of Mexico. So that's what we're watching. I mean, everything it really depends on this turn northward Saturday.
Tom, I can't stress this enough. When you talk about the size of this hurricane, let's put up the eye wall again. I mean, when you see something, look at this thing stirring in the Caribbean. And Florida is bracing, but you know, I know some folks that are in St. Martin. They're concerned they didn't get out in time for the airport closed. I mean, can we stress how potentially dangerous this is?
Well, right now the eye is about 23 miles in diameter, and as you can, here's the radar picture too. I think this is going to swallow the island of Barbuda around 1 or 2 in the morning, and then Anguilla probably tomorrow morning. And what that means is, if we continue to see the strengthen, or at least the convective thunderstorms around the center, if they continue to circulate, we could easily see this get up to 190 miles per hour. That would tie the all-time strongest hurricane in recorded history, which was Allen back in 1980. But again, there's nowhere to evacuate, Don. I mean, you can't get to the highest ground on a mountain because the winds get stronger with height, and you can't get down in the valleys because of the heavy rainfall and the threat for landslides. So keep them in your thoughts and prayers. These are the first 2 areas, I think, that'll get hit by the front end of the eye wall and the end as it exits through the region. They're going to get hit hard.
So what about this? So this is going towards, at least what the map show, it's going towards, they believe, towards Florida. So what does it mean for the folks who are still suffering from Hurricane Harvey down in Texas and Louisiana?
Well, there is some hope that we got a little trough. It's kind of like what we call a short wave in weather coming into or around Oklahoma or Arkansas, and that could steer it away from making any kind of an entrance in toward the western areas of the Gulf. So that could save Louisiana and Texas. This is the European model down in blue, and this is the U.S. model. We use these and rely on these a lot. Let's put it into motion for you from Saturday. The European has a landfall interaction with Cuba, so that could maybe downgrade it to a 2 or 3, but then we've got a lot of warm water before it hits Florida. But the European model brings it to the southwestern coast of Florida, then central Florida, while the U.S. model keeps it off the coast of Florida, much like Matthew last year, plowing into the Carolinas. And of course, we had the historic flooding with that last year. So there's several models we're watching. We're trying to put them all into motion, but again, I cannot stress enough, Don, we really need each and every day this week, because any fluctuation in that path, north or south, is going to change the end point and the end game come this weekend.
Category 5 hurricane.
Possible.
Yeah. Tom Sater, thank you.
It's a remarkable storm too, Don. You know, just looking at this, and we're seeing a storm that is essentially at the theoretical limit of how strong storms can get on our planet when you